For this particular session, we want to look at subtracting fraction. Now, in order to subtract fraction, you need to have the same denominator value. So that means the number below the bar have to be the same. Let's take a look at this question. Evaluate the following values in its simplest form. Now I have 7 over 8, subtract 3 over 8, subtract 1 over 4. Now both of this number is the denominator value is the same, which is 8, so I'll leave it by itself. This 1 over 4, however, I need to change it. I need to convert it so that it has the same denominator, which is 8. Now how do I do this? Well, in order to make 4 become an 8, I have to multiply by 2. So, alright, that is one way. But if I multiply the denominator 4 by 2, I have to also multiply the numerator, which is a number on top, by the same value, which is 2. So by doing the 7 over 8 is still the same, no changes. Subtract 3 over 8, no changes, subtract 3 over 8. But now, because the 4 multiply 2 to become 8, the top, which is the numerator 1, also multiply 2, so 1 multiply 2 become 2. So my entire equation now changed to this new one, and all of them have the same denominator, which is 8. So now I can subtract it. So when subtracting the fraction, the denominator stays the same, so the 8 is still at the bottom. I just subtract the numerator, which is the top value. So 7 subtract 3, I'm left with 4. Subtract 2, so 4 subtract 2, I'm left with 2. So my final answer is 2 over 8. But the question actually wants the answer in the simplest form. So can I make this smaller? Can I make this simpler? Well, the common factor for 2 and 8, right? What can I divide them by? I can actually divide them by 2, right? 2, the number 2 and number 8 both can be divided by 2 very nicely. So if I take the 2 on top, which is the numerator, divided by 2, so 2 divide 2, I get 1. So I put the answer here, 1. 8, which is the denominator, I can also divide it by 2 very nicely, but with no remainder. So 8 divided by 2, I get 4. So the simplest form is actually 1 over 4 or 1/4.